Ever heard the phrase, do unto others as you would have them do unto you? It's called the Golden Rule, and it's been a cornerstone of ethics across cultures for centuries. But did you know this simple principle is deeply connected to one of the most fundamental laws of the universe, the law of causality? In this video, we'll explore how the Golden Rule operates as a moral form of causality, backed by science, psychology, and even neuroscience. By the end, you'll see how treating others kindly isn't just good ethics, it's rooted in how the world works. The Golden Rule is often phrased as do unto others as you would have them do unto you. It appears in nearly every major religion and philosophical system, from Christianity to Confucianism, Islam to Buddhism. At its core, the Golden Rule asks us to treat others the way we'd like to be treated. But why does this rule work so well in practice? The answer lies in the law of causality. The law of causality states that every action has a reaction. It's a universal principle, governing everything from the movement of planets to the smallest interactions between people. In human relationships, the law of causality manifests as behavioral reciprocity. What you do to others often comes back to you, whether good or bad. But don't just take my word for it. Let's dive into the evidence. Social psychologists have studied reciprocity extensively. One famous study by Dennis Reagan in 1971 showed how powerful this principle is. In the experiment, participants who were given an unsolicited favor, something as simple as a free Coke, were far more likely to return the favor by helping the experimenter with the task. This proves that human beings are hardwired to respond to kindness with kindness. The action causes a predictable reaction. Behavioral economics takes it a step further. Experiments like the prisoner's dilemma and the ultimatum game show that cooperative behavior leads to better outcomes for everyone involved. When we treat others fairly, we create a ripple effect of trust and goodwill, a direct consequence of the law of causality applied to human interactions. Now let's look inside the brain. Neuroscience has uncovered fascinating evidence about why the Golden Rule works. Enter mirror neurons. These special neurons fire both when we perform an action and when we see someone else perform it. Essentially, they allow us to feel what others are experiencing. In 1996, neuroscientist Giacomo Rizzolatti and his team discovered that when we witness kindness or cruelty, our brain reacts as if we're the ones experiencing it. This means our actions towards others directly influence their emotional state and their response to us. It's a causal loop of empathy built into our biology. Anthropologists have also found that societies practicing the Golden Rule or similar ethical practices tend to thrive. A study by Joseph Hendrich and his team in 2005 analyzed social norms in different cultures. They found that communities built on fairness and reciprocity have higher levels of trust and cooperation. These moral behaviors create stable social systems, all thanks to the predictable cause and effect relationship between kindness and harmony. So whether it's a small favor between two people or the collective norms of an entire society, the evidence is clear. Actions have consequences, and treating others well pays off in more ways than one. So how can we apply this knowledge in our everyday lives? Here are 3 practical takeaways. Think before you act. Remember, your actions, whether kind or unkind, have consequences that ripple through your relationships. Practice empathy. Understanding how others feel helps you predict how they'll respond to your actions, creating a cycle of goodwill. Trust the science. By following the golden rule, you're not just being moral, you're aligning yourself with the laws of causality, backed by science, psychology, and neuroscience. The golden rule isn't just an ancient moral principle. It's a profound insight into how the world works, a bridge between ethics and causality. By treating others the way we'd like to be treated, we're not only just choosing kindness, we're tapping into the very fabric of cause and effect, creating a world that reflects the best of who we are. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you found this video thought-provoking, consider liking, subscribing, and sharing it with someone who could use a little more kindness in their life. Let's spread the ripple effect together.